This short video will show you how to solve a system of equation using substitution and using elimination. So remember, a system of equations consists of two equations that have the same variables, x and y. So if you can get one equation that has only one variable, well, then you could solve for that variable. So you'll recognize an equation that can be solved using substitution when you see one equation is already solved for a variable. So, because y is equal to the quantity x plus 8, we can now substitute into the y variable in the first equation the quantity x plus 8. In that way, we will have an equation that has only one variable. So, negative 5x minus 8, take out the y, put in x plus 8, equals 1, becomes our new equation to solve for x. So then we do negative 5x, distribute the negative 8 to the two quantities in the parenthesis, and you will have negative 8x minus 64 equals 1. Now you need to combine your like terms. So we're going through all the usual steps that you learned in Algebra 1 to solve an equation. So negative 5x, negative 8x, negative 13x minus 64 equals 1. Okay, and now of course you want to get the numbers to one side. So we'll add 64 to both sides and bring the equation down. And we have negative 13x equals 65. So you may think, well, wait a minute, does 65 divide by 13? Let's think about it. We're going to divide both sides by negative 13. And we know that 5 times 13 is 5 times 3 is 15, Carolyn, 65. So then x will equal 5. Now, will that be a positive or negative 5? Well, it'll have to be a negative 5 because a negative number times a negative number equals a positive 65. So now we have our first answer, x equals 5. No need to plug it into the first equation. Go right to the second equation, which is y equals x plus 8. Bring that equation down here, and now we have a number to put in for x. So we have y equals x plus 8. Substitute in the negative 5, y equals negative 5 plus 8, and therefore y equals 3. And we have our second answer. And since they are an ordered pair, we write our answer to this equation in parentheses with x first and y second. So x is equal to negative 5, comma, y is equal to 3, and that is our ordered pair of x and y. Done. So that's substitution. In the next problem, we're going to demonstrate elimination. Elimination, you'll recognize when both equations have both variables on the same side. So you're going to need to combine or add these equations together to eliminate a variable. Now in this case, you can see right away that if we add together the two equations, the x variable will cancel. So we do that. And we bring down negative 4y plus negative 8y, negative 12y, and negative 28 plus 4, negative 24. And now, of course, we divide both sides, right, by negative 12. And you arrive at the answer that y is equal to 2. Now, is that a positive 2 or a negative 2? Let's check it. 2 times negative 12 equals negative 24. So the 2 is positive. Now you can go back to either equation. I'll just take the first one. Negative 2x minus 4y equals negative 28. And I'm going to substitute my answer of y equals 2 in for the variable y here. so that I can now solve for the variable x. So I will have negative 2x minus 4 times 2, which is the value of y, equals negative 28. So then bring it down further. Negative 2x, negative 4 times 2 minus 8 equals negative 28. Still trying to solve for x. Add 8 to both sides. Okay, as long as you take your time on a system of equation, you'll do fine. Negative 2x equals negative 28 plus 8, negative 20. Last step, divide by negative 2 to solve for x. So what does x equal? X equals negative 20 divided by negative 2. Negative divided by negative is a positive. X equals positive 10. So now we have our answer, our ordered pair, that x equals 10 and y equals 2. Rewrite them with a parenthesis as a solution. You can write it up right over here, that the answer to this problem is 10, comma, 2. And that is my x and y answer. And so that's an example of elimination.